Well, hello, Capricorn. I'm going to wait for you all to come into the room. Hello, Monique. This is going to be your, not necessarily weekend reading. This is just going to be your reading. I don't think I've given you your full reading, Capricorn. I'm going to start with your house systems in your astrology and zodiac. I do not believe that I did this for you this week. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing it again anyway, if I have. So Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. This is for Capricorn. What's coming out here for Capricorn? Capricorn. First card is coming out is the 11th house, Capricorn. All right. You guys were a little extra. You had a few other cards that came out. I only wanted two, but I'll read this one. 11th house is the house of hopes and wishes, okay? So when I pull the tarot, I'm going to figure out what this means for you. And of course, it's going to always be the things that you guys want specifically. It's not going to be the same for everybody, okay? But it talks about fulfillment. So if you ever see the 9 of cups, this is in harmony with that. There is something that's hitting your 9th house, your 11th house, I will say. I apologize about that. That is activating your hopes, wish fulfillments, and your desires. A lot of the things that you've been wanting, also including pleasures with this house 11th. Then you have Taurus ascendant. Now, one thing that I can tell you, anytime you see Taurus in a chart, that is number 2. That is house number 2, usually dealing with Venus. That is your abundance house, dealing with your material possessions, with your finances, okay? This is a fixed sign, yeah, because it's a Taurus, but that's more so your determination to obtain material possession, which is very much true. And if you guys already know this, Capricorn has horns, or you guys already know that because of the devil, and also Taurus has horns, which is the bull, okay? You guys are very driven. Anytime you see those type of horns, it is comparison to very driven individuals, okay? It talks about the Taurus energy being very calm and refined and poised. This could be something that you guys are working on, but this definitely has something to do with your money. Of course, if you have money, you're going to be calm, right? You're going to feel comfortable. That's the Empress energy in a tarot. And again, it's also the pleasure house. Venus gives you pleasure, gives you comfortability. So this is something that I'm saying. I'm happy that it came out after your 11th house because Venus can come with your money and also love. So if you guys have been wanting that, hopefully it'll show in your tarot, but that is something that I'm saying. Now, you guys do have the planet Neptune. Neptune deals with illusions. And I feel like this is what you guys have been dealing with, not in the best of terms. Sometimes illusions, you're thinking something that isn't real. That is good if you're like, I am a millionaire, I am loved, even though you have been at a place where things have, you've been at odds with getting money or at odds with people with loving you. It pushes you in a better position. Sometimes it's okay to have an illusion, okay? But not when it traps you, okay? So some of you guys are dealing with your visions that are not necessarily accurate. You're in a relationship with someone, maybe the way you view your family, the way you view your lover it hasn't been the way that it really is, okay? You have not been standing on realistic expectations and reality, and that is the detriment of the planet Neptune, okay? This is going to be huge. It was not necessarily including your read, so I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to keep this as a way to look and see what that could possibly be with your love life and your money, because sometimes it's even including the way you spend your money. You don't have enough to spend on that car. So why are you in a car dealership signing contracts? That is a part of the illusion with Neptune, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to start with the tarot. We're going to get to some more oracles a little bit later. But let's see what's coming out here for Capricorn. first card coming out here for you, Capricorn, is the Four of Cups. And this is the reason why sometimes people are in this illusionary state. Okay. Sadness, disappointment, the sense of discontentment, sometimes feeling uncertain. And because I don't know the future, I rather settle for less. You don't know that what's happening here, you guys are the spoiled ones, right? The universe is about to bring something in here for you that's going to make life a lot easier, where you can take advantage of the privileges that are about to happen. I think the word that is being called here is auspicious. And a lot of astrologers use that when it's like a whole bunch of different things coming towards you at once. You have all these different opportunities that's falling into your lap. You're the one that's being pulled for applications and you made a mistake on your resume. And you're like, oh my God, how in the world did they even choose me? That is what it means with auspicious times. You are not in the best of positions, but yet you are the one that's being chosen. It is a blessing. It is an advantage. So even though you have been at this place of discontentment here with the Four of Cups, the 11th house is giving you the blessings, and it's going to be very much so in a Venus area with money and finances. Okay, let's see what else is coming out. I also see Taurus is dealing with the thyroid. So some of you may have been diagnosed with thyroid issues. Maybe you have been having sinus problems. Also, Venus is overeating. You may have had problems too with losing weight. Taurus deals with sugar. So if you've been having issues with sugar, stuff like that, exercise is going to be something that you definitely need to do. And then changing of your food. Okay. I'm sorry, Taurus will make you fat. And I'm not saying Tauruses are fat, but Venus, anything with Venus in it, whether you have it in your house or not, you have Taurus in your house or Libra, it is letting me know that some of you guys may have problems with losing weight because of sugar. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, K baby. But according to your reading, you're going to recover pretty soon. Okay. I meant to say that, but I did see recovery. And sometimes when I see recovery, I don't say anything because, also Taurus is Venus and it talks about cosmetic, right? So let's say you're going to get a procedure done. I can't say that because not everyone is going to walk off the table. It depends on what's in your chart. But based off of what I see, if there's things dealing with the body, whether it has something to do with sickness or if it has something to do with surgeries or something like that, you guys have to do, the card came out and talked about fast recovery. Something like COVID, one thing that I will say, that can linger on for a very long time if you do not address it. And some of you guys don't understand that that type of illness actually can seep down into your DNA. Okay, it's going into the cells of your body. And you'll notice that some people may say, oh, I had COVID, and they're still dealing with symptoms even years later. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to go to an internal functional med doctor. Okay, you may have to pay out of pocket, but those doctors know what's up if you are dealing with those symptoms at least 2 months after. I'm just telling you what you need to know, Katie. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. You have the Six of Swords, and then you have the Ace of Wands. This is absolutely amazing because this is also hitting Taurus energy. Taurus is Venus, pleasure, traveling for pleasure here with the Six of Swords. And then Ace of Wands, even sexual pleasures. You guys already know. For some of you, it's okay. You guys already know you're going to be in it. Okay. So, I mean, and it's not always a sex, but yeah, it's a phallic symbol. So whether you are taking it or receiving it wherever, right? It's just basically saying this is something that you guys want to experience, especially if that has been a dry area for you. But it's a form of excitement. It's a form of passion. Some of you guys, your pleasure is the fact that you're going to be starting your own business. And the excitement is coming from the money that you're going to be obtaining for that. Because again, Taurus is the second house of material possession. That is your blessing. That is your pleasure. And it gives you luxury. And it's about what you're doing. So a lot of you are going into that area. I'm seeing that some of you are looking at some things, maybe researching something. I don't know if this is schooling. This could be a schooling thing. This could be, oh, I'm going to brush up on some skills. I want to start something on the internet, TikTok or something. I need to know how to set up this lighting. I need to know how to, present this presentation. Okay, that's something that I'm saying here. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Capricorn. Hangman is in, oh, it's in reverse. I don't do reversals, but when it comes out like that, I have to actually pay attention to that. So some of you guys have been waiting for something to happen for a while. And being in reverse, I don't do reversals, but when it comes out like that, this is telling me that there's something that's not going to be delayed. So let's say you've been waiting for a job to call you back. Let's say you've been waiting for a lover or someone that you met to call back. There will be communication here. This is the reason why Taurus is in here, right? Something has to be happening if you're in that Taurus energy, even though you're a Capricorn. It is the house of pleasure. It's the house of abundance and material possession and love. So if you've been waiting for that, you could be single and you've been waiting for love. The Hangman in reverse has said there is not going to be any more delay. There's going to be some action, which we already see with the Ace of Wands, action happening in that area. This is really good. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. And this is also with a few cards here. It's telling, especially with that Six of Swords, it's not just about traveling, but it's also saying that there's going to be a like you're going to have this sense of peace, because for some of you, you may have to leave the city. You may have to leave the place that you're living in order to get a sense of peace. There is going to be some endings, I can tell you, because the Four of Cups is letting me know that for some of you, you've been at this place of a lot of discontentment and something has to change. You have to say goodbye to something. With every ending, there's new beginnings. You have to let go and trust, right? Letting go is the Hangman in reverse. Some of you guys have been holding on to something, somebody, even pain and suffering. Some of you guys have been experiencing. And so there is peace on the horizon in a lot of these areas for you, Capricorn. Let's keep going. This is for Capricorn. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now you guys have exactly, this is interesting because the Five of Swords is hitting that Six of Swords. Whoa. And the Tower. I just said let go and release. And this is how you know it's a good thing, because you guys had the Eight of Wands. This is actually really, really good. The Tower card is just letting you know, like I said before, there's about to be a shakeup. There's endings. I said it before it came out. The Eight of Wands is telling you that it's going to go in a good direction, though. Okay. This is what I'm seeing. A lot of investments. I don't know what you're investing in. A lot of this is about to prosper. You're about to prosper in some area. Your leading cards is the House of Fulfillment, Hopes, and Dreams. Okay. So this is how you know that the universe has to make something happen. They have to get this person out of your life. They have to give you a evolutionary mind. Sometimes with the Tower card, it talks about an evolutionary mind. It is an epiphany moment in order for you guys to move forward. Why? Because we saw with the planet Neptune, right? That for some of you, you're still trapped in this illusionary energy. Some of you guys are not seeing things for what it really is. Okay. It's also daydreaming. You can't really get any ideas clear. There's not really a certain path that's clear for you, and you're kind of just like sitting there. Hangman energy. You've been holding on to certain things. Oh, let's just see how this works. Let's see how this goes. And no. Here with the Tower card, you are now at a place where the clock is hitting this particular position in your chart for change. Revolutionary change is what you're going to experience, which is going to pull you in a new direction here with the Eight of Wands. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because part of this Tower card is revision, right? It's a review of things. It's taking a second look at your circumstances in order for you to get out of certain positions, okay? You don't want to rush the process here with the Eight of Wands. Please don't rush the process, because mistakes can be made, but you're about to take off. I'm happy that the Eight of Wands came out, because it really is the opposite of it is the Hangman in reverse. Let's go ahead and get your last card, and we're going to get to your day-to-day activity. You have the Nine of Wands here, and then you have the Two of Cups. There's definitely a connection, partnership, friendship. Definitely could be any type of partnership. So I'm not going to say it's only romantic. where something has to change. If you're looking at the reading for what it really is, and we're looking at your astrology, we're saying you need to ascend. You need to elevate. And it's not saying that you have to get rid of people who are good, right? Because the people who are good, the people that you are around, it's in one of those decks that says that shows you who you are as a person. But if you're hanging out with people who are descending or they're not progressing, Empress energy is all about growth and progression. And if you are not experiencing that, the Tower is saying, I will let it go for you. Do you want it the easy way, or the hard way? And for some of you, you've been holding on to relationships that are no good for you, friendships that are no good for you. There is something very unexpected that's going to happen here with that Tower card, because this is also telling you that there's about to be a soulmate that is about to enter into your life. And a lot of you are going to have to be ready for this. You got to be prepared for this. Some of you are not. But you see how it's telling you what you need to do in order to be ready. Some of you have to let go of feelings that you've been holding on to for someone that you've been loving on for a very long time, or feelings from something that somebody did to you. All of that has to go. You have to declutter. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to your day-to-day cards to see what you need to know on this weekend. Now, this is definitely more so weekend reading. So this is for Capricorn. Let's see what you guys are going to be doing on the weekend here. This is for Capricorn. Thank you. 3 cards, please. Thank you. I'll start with these 2 first. Root chakra is out of balance. Okay. So anytime you have a root chakra out of balance, remember, roots are the things that ground you. And it makes so much sense because you cannot be rooted in a Neptunian energy. So this is the reason why what I was saying before, it's about your vision. It's about your perception of things, understanding things. Not everything that you're going to know is going to be in the physical realm. It's also going to be a spiritual understanding. Why are certain things happening? What direction do I need to go in? This is why you need to pray and meditate. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can look up to balance root chakra. First of all, you need to know what that is. But anything that says root is a grounding energy. That means that your roots are being pulled out. I don't care how you explain it. If you pull a plant out by its roots, have you guys ever done that when you pull weeds out of the ground and you feel that resistance? Because it's so stuck down in there. Imagine that being you being pulled out of your natural habitat. Okay. I mean, imagine the plant. It's just being ripped apart. Okay. You guys have to figure out how to ground yourself again. Now, I love this because this is something you guys can be doing on the weekend. Some of the things is pampering yourself. I think I mentioned before about I think I mentioned spoiled. So this is a really good time for you to just do something very simple. Make yourself a little platter and some wine and sit on a balcony, or go to a park and sit out in a park somewhere. I'm telling you, I love doing small shit like that because it is just so like me, right? Capricorn, you guys are that. You love luxury. You love things like that. And in order for you to experience the second house, you have to almost pretend. Neptune is the good illusionary in this aspect. You're already there, but you have to be doing things in that regard, right? So that's what I see that you're doing here, celebrating yourself. This is how I know that you're getting out of certain obligations that you guys have been tied into. However, I'm not going to go into details. Celebrate could be you guys are getting invited somewhere, maybe romantically or even with friends or something, with the celebrate card. And I also feel like some of you guys are going to be starting a hobby this week, or you're thinking about something that you guys can get in as far as a hobby. Let's get one more for Capricorn. Oh my goodness, absolutely. And look at what's at the bottom. Remember, I was talking about that with the whole food thing, and this is really, really important. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. You guys have a glow up. Look at what it says. Get out of Dodge. Take a day to spoil yourself. You guys are not shocked, right? I love when I say things and I don't even know cards, but anyway. I feel like this is what you guys are going to do. And I think we actually talked about that whole energy of, what is that called? Surgeries, I'm getting your beard cut, I forgot what it's called when the men go to the barbershop, but it's specifically for the beards. You're getting your manicures and your pedicures, and I'm talking about masculines as well. There's something about this Taurus second house energy that's making you feel like you're worth it because it is the Empress energy. And you guys are in that. You need to feel that way. And this is how you're going to magnetize that energy towards you as far as wealth. Now, with nutrition, we can get doll up all we want to. You can have all the surgeries we want. You can get your eyebrows plucked. You can get your nails done and all of that. But your body is your temple. So we're not caring about how you look on the outside. It's about what you feel on the inside. And this is why I mentioned before about health. I don't know what made me talk about it, but I saw it, right? So one thing about the thyroid is what? It regulates your body. One thing it regulates, I'm not going to go into detail, but it regulates the temperature of your body. It deals with the lymphatic system as well. So for a lot of you, you have to take care of you. Go to the doctor, see what they're saying. And I always tell you guys, I will recommend internal functional med because it's every body function they deal with separately. And this is how you guys are going to be able to get out of certain things, certain diseases that you've been having for years. You're going to be able to actually some people have cured themselves of that. Okay. You are bouncing back from a very deteriorating state, whether it has something to do with your money, it has something to do with your health, it has something to do with your mind or relationships. You are flourishing. That second house was everything with that 11th house. It is giving you the life that you want, but you got to snap out of it. Planet Neptune has kept you in its grasp and kept you at a place where you should not have been. Okay. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all of that information is down below. You have a choice to get all areas of reading. I don't know why you guys are very afraid to get health readings. I don't know, but you do. But that's going to be up to you. If you are interested in your 2025, that is what I'm about to post very soon, or you guys can just email me for that. Have a good weekend here, Capricorn. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much. And I will see you back here next week. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.